My sister spent 8 years casually wishing I were dead, and my parents enabled every second of it. Now it is haunting her wedding. My younger sister Haley started saying she wished I were dead when she was 16 and I was 19. Not in anger during fights, but casually, like she was talking about the weather. I'd walk into the kitchen and she'd look at Mom and say, "Wouldn't it be nice if I just didn't exist?" Mom would tell her to stop being dramatic, but never actually punished her. Dad said she was going through a phase and I needed to be the bigger person. The phase lasted 8 years. In college, Haley would call me just to say she'd had a dream I died and woke up disappointed it wasn't real. When I graduated nursing school, she told everyone at my party that the world would be better off with one less nurse if it was me. My aunt asked her why she'd say something so horrible, and Haley said she was just being honest about her feelings. At Christmas, she'd make wishes on the turkey wishbone that I'd disappear forever, saying it loud enough for Grandma to hear. Grandma would clutch her chest, and Haley would laugh, saying it was just sibling rivalry. When I got engaged to Brett, Haley told him he could do better and should hope I died before the wedding so he could find someone worth marrying. Brett was so shocked he didn't know how to respond. Haley said she was protecting him from making a mistake. My parents invited us for dinner every Sunday, and Haley would spend the entire meal listing ways I could die that week. Car accident on Monday, food poisoning on Tuesday, falling downstairs on Wednesday. She'd present it like a weather forecast while eating Mom's pot roast. Mom would weakly protest, but Dad would say ignoring her was the best response. I stopped going to dinners but then got guilt-tripped about abandoning family. The worst was when I had appendicitis and was rushed to the hospital. Haley showed up and told the nurse she was hoping this was finally it. The nurse asked what she meant, and Haley said she'd been waiting for me to die for years, and thought this might be her chance. The nurse called security and had Haley removed, but my parents said I was cruel for not letting my sister visit during a medical emergency. When I tried to go no contact, my parents said I was tearing the family apart over words. Just words. As if hearing your sister wish for your death twice a week for 8 years was nothing. They said Haley was jealous I was older and more accomplished, and I should feel sorry for her. I was exhausted from being understanding about someone who wanted me dead. Then Haley got engaged to Tom and suddenly needed me. She wanted me as a bridesmaid because it would look bad if her only sister wasn't in the wedding. She wanted me to help with planning because I'd just had my wedding. She wanted my discount with vendors because I worked at the hospital with their cousin. After years of wishing me dead, she expected me to celebrate her life milestone. I agreed to be a bridesmaid but had my own plans. The thing about Haley's death wishes was she always said them quietly enough that only family heard. She was smart about keeping her image clean with strangers. But she didn't know that her wedding photographer, Julia, was my patient's daughter. Julia's mom had been my favorite patient during her cancer treatment, and we'd become close. Julia gave me a friends and family discount for my wedding, and we'd stayed in touch. When Julia got the booking for Haley's wedding, she called me immediately, recognizing the last name.